she's like, hey, are you single? I'm like, hey, Nancy, you didn't even offer me a drink. You're asking me all these personal questions. What's going on?
New Haven style pizza. Come and take a seat. A pizza, it's time to eat.
Charred New Haven Pizza Show, episode 54. We are on location once again at one of our favorite spots, Frank. It's like coming to Disney World when coming here to Wooster Street.
It's like the Sistine Chapel, the Vatican.
It's Kevin Begley, Frank Zapsky, and we are joined today by another one of our friends from Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napolitan. We talked to Kevin and Chris the last time we were here, and now we have Jeff Marini, the manager.
Marini.
Oh,
Jesus, Kevin.
my God.
Already
Marini.
we're starting
I'm
off
sorry.
with this thing
I
there.
practiced it like 5 times too. Marini. Jeff Marini. Sorry about that.
No
Manager here at the Wooster Street location.
Not the general manager, just a manager.
Just the manager.
Jeff, welcome to Charred.
Hey.
Your first appearance on the podcast.
Thank you for having me here. This is very exciting.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. So, give us a little background of your story of how you came about to be working here at Pepe's, and sort of where you came up here in Connecticut.
Okay. Well, I just turned 50 in August. My friend's family brought me here when I was 17. They said, "You've never been to Pepe's? It's life-changing. You have to come here. You have to come here." Sure enough, we got here, and it was unlike any other pizza I've ever had. It was so good. Everything was so fresh. The sauce, I love sauce. And it was delicious. And once I got my license to drive, we were here every other Friday. I mean, my friends and I would go here, wait in line. And it was just, it was part of growing up.
And where'd you grow up in Connecticut?
I grew up in Shelton, Connecticut.
Okay.
So they let you out of Shelton and come in here?
Yes. So we drove into New Haven, and it was just, it was great. We love it, So, and actually that friend's family was here day after Christmas. My friend's since moved to Texas, when he comes up here to visit family, he's like, hey, you know what? Texas is great. They have, the best steakhouses, the best barbecues. They don't know pizza. So he came up here,
good.
and he, day after Christmas, his whole family was up here, and we
that's
got him
awesome.
here, and he got his Pepe's fix. So
He must get a kick out of that because you guys came as kids, and now
Yes.
you're here as the manager.
yeah, he loves it too.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, could you get me? Yeah, of course. Why not?
Now he's
So-
got the hookup.
Yes. So
That's funny.
yeah, but that's where it all started.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how'd you get from that first day to today?
First day to today. It's just, I started working. I was a sports guy, worked in the National Basketball Association, did an internship, sports marketing company. I worked at the Webster Bank Arena for 4 years, and just was in constant contact of, coming here. I knew the servers. I knew Gary Bamonte, loved Gary. And one day at the arena, one of my bartenders was a part-time employee for Pepe's in Fairfield.
Oh, okay.
And she said, hey, I know you love the place. Why don't you apply there? I'm like, well, they're not hiring. Well, I don't know what to do. So reached out to Gary. He was alive at the time. And he's like, great to hear from you. He gave me a name, sent my resume off to, now it's our CEO, Kevin Prince. Yep. And in 2020, got the ball rolling. I had an interview in Waterbury. 2 weeks later, another interview with the director of operations. 2 weeks later, with the director of training. And then Kevin Prince, he wasn't CEO at the time, interviewed me. And he said, hey, when Frank Pepe's grandson says we have a great guy, we listen. And sure enough, they offered me the job. I was blown away. And I remember I was going to start on St. Patty's Day in 2020. Even though I'm not Irish, I'm Italian, but I'm like a memorable day.
You look a little Irish.
But he ended
Everyone's
up
a little Irish.
a little
on
bit,
St.
yes,
Patrick's Day.
exactly. But it was funny because he called me the day before and he said, hey, we're shutting down all the restaurants on the 16th.
COVID, yeah.
So I was like, I just left my job. I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So he's like, oh, it could be 2 weeks, could be a couple months. Anyways, it ended up being like 3 months. And I started June 23rd, training in Manchester, for 11 weeks. They have an amazing training program. I didn't really know much about pizza and how it all worked. I ate it, but I didn't know how they made it or prepped it and all.
Can you make it now?
If I could.
You're stick with the
Probably,
management.
yes. That's why I'm hoping. I'm like, oh, my cooks better show up with the snow today. Yeah, they had a great training program where you learned everything from prep to decorating to banging to the oven. And after 11 weeks, dropped me off in Waterbury for 2.5 years, 4 months in Fairfield, then got a call to the majors over here in New Haven. I've been here ever since. So June 3rd, 2023 is when I started here, and absolutely love it here. This is great.
Jeff Marini, please report to the mound.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And
keep looking over here. No.
and don't give away any of the details of it, but the interview process, were you nervous going through all those phases of interviews because you were such a fan of Pepe's?
You know, I just spoke from the heart.
Yeah.
And I didn't think of actually getting a job because, like my employee said, well, I'm like, there's no job available. So this is just great interview
like
practice.
You applied to a ad.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm like, great interview practice, and it'll help me out in the future if I move on somewhere. And after the third interview, my wife was like, Jeff, you're a dummy. They want you. I'm like, really? She's like, then I got the call from upper management saying, hey, we want to interview you. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. So I'm like, listen to their wife. Is
your wife from Connecticut as well?
She grew up in Wallingford, Okay. And I want to tell you real quickly.
Make it quick.
I know this.
No, you can go as long as you want.
I want to get some talking in here too.
So my wife and I, there was a connection, a Pepe's connection.
Okay.
So eventually, after coming here for years, we got to know one of the servers, Nancy, who was here for 30 plus years.
Oh, wow.
So she eventually is like, you're here like every other week. Just here's my phone number. Just, call me. I'll get you in. Don't worry about the line. All right. So I'm like a little connection. You feel like a little Goodfellas type thing. So I'm like, wow, this is awesome. So one day she's like, hey, why don't you come over for dinner one day out of the Pepe's element and bring your sister, brother-in-law, they were always coming with me.
Yeah.
And ended up, we went over there, and 5 minutes in, she's like, hey, are you single? I'm like, hey, Nancy, you didn't even offer me a drink. You're asking me all these personal questions. What's going on?
Another interview.
So anyway, we have a great girl who would be perfect for you. And so she ended up setting up a blind date with this girl who's now my wife.
At Pepe's?
No, that was our second or third date.
Where'd you go on the first date?
First date, we went to Eli's.
Okay.
It was like she was from Wallingford. I was from Shelton at the time, meet halfway. And it went great. And our second or third date was at Pepe's. We were corner of that table 4, right when you walk in, a little private booth. She had flowers on the table and everything. And
that's awesome.
And it was great. We ended up tying the knot. I asked my wife to marry me on July 3rd.
That's awesome, man.
I love
it. It was it was awesome. It was surreal. I actually, real quickly, asked her to marry me on July 3rd in 2010.
Yep.
Started here in New Haven, July 3rd, 2023. So I'm like, wow, it's just all full circle there. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, that is really funny. And, it sort of speaks to the whole family atmosphere of Pepe's. That story just goes to how connected, all the employees and the family of Pepe's are.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
It's a family business for sure.
I've got pictures of my kids when they were first born, now 20-something years ago. This is the first place we brought them with their, they're in their bassinets or baby carriers or whatever they are, in one of the rooms over there. It's and that's what a lot of people don't realize, that, this place is such an institution. Not only obviously world-class pizza, but it creates memories. That's the thing that you can't put a price on, so to speak.
It really does. I mean, usually I'm the manager who's front of the house, so I'm out there talking with the guests when they're in line, and
you're shaking hands and kissing babies.
That's it. And the one thing you hear is a lot of stories. And the coolest thing, I think, is like where people are coming from. And I mean, all over the nation, all over the world. I had one time, it was, I want to say on a Saturday or Sunday, I had a big coach bus come here, and we ended up.
We got some eats.
We got some eats. Yes, we ended up. It was a group of 40-something students from South Korea who wanted to dine in here because they saw Pepe's on the internet.
Yeah, open that door.
They were, look at this.
Go this way.
Oh my! The new,
Look at that.
There we go. So yeah, they came here from South Korea because they heard about Pepe's through the internet, and it's
Really
just
neat.
like, wow, it was great.
We were talking about this the last episode we did about there was that viral video of the Korean parents who came here for the first time.
Yes.
And I think it was probably their daughter who did the video, put it up on YouTube.
Right.
And they're trying it for the very first time, and it's such an amazing video.
Yes.
And it does prove to what you were just saying, like it's gone international at this point.
It really has. Yeah.
Across language barriers, everything.
Right.
People just coming together over this pizza.
Yes, it's
incredible.
awesome, and yeah, like I said, the stories and the generations who have come, and I mean, it's awesome. It really is awesome.
Yeah, and this is the 101st year because last year was the big 101st year. So there's things going on, special pies and things that are coming out. We just had one come out here that smells incredible, and this is the Calabrese.
Yes. So this came out, I want to say, the day after the Super Bowl, maybe. So it's it's the
Brand new.
Brand new sauce. Our sauce that is right from Italy, with the
Are the tomatoes from Italy or the sauce from Italy?
The tomatoes are from Italy. Aha.
just giving
And
you
we
a hard
like
time.
that. I love that. And then we have, the cheese with some sausage and pepperoni, and the thing that makes this pie is the Calabrian chilies, right from Italy.
Love that heat.
Which, yes, it makes me sweat. I'm not good with peppers really,
Yeah,
but
I'm not
it
either.
is good.
I like hot, so yeah. I'm
You're
into
gonna love it. So I don't know if you want to try it now or what,
I do want to try it now, to be honest.
go for it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab
Kevin, you
a
go
slice.
for it.
Yes.
Be nice if we had some plates.
Yes, we have right over there.
Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna
It
give
is.
it one
Hold on.
second. Yeah,
Ashpet, Kevin,
it's
Ashpet.
hot temperature wise.
So yeah, this is our new pie, and it's been amazing. Great reviews. So.
Now, is this one you've done in the past and brought back, or have they never done?
Never done.
Never.
it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So-
the Calabrian chilies are something new to Pepe's. And you
is-
would think 100 years.
Yeah.
No, but
No, but
not
that's
that
the
good.
beauty of it. You can
Yes.
still come up with new combinations.
Yes.
And is there a brainstorming process, a meeting? Like how do you
Think
come
tank.
up with?
Well,
the
we
new
have
ideas?
corporate, and we have our the family still heavily involved. 6 grandchildren are still around, and they, they're a big X factor in releasing new pies. And it seems like our seasonal specials that we are introducing, we are just hitting it out of the park. I mean, we are. This one is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm not really into the hot. But I'll down a few pies, and warms you up on a cold day, it definitely does.
Yeah.
So.
What is your favorite? So,
Oh, look at this.
So you've been coming, you've been coming here since a kid. What's your go-to?
I'm kind of like Dave Portnoy.
Oh, boy.
Just
Yeah.
the cheese.
Oh, I like
the
to.
cheese. No, I was gonna say Dave.
He's
Portnoy,
another one on my
Don't worry, I
list.
love Dave.
with just having straight up cheese. The flavor is just
The
so
gold
good.
medal slice, yeah.
That family who brought me the first time said, you know what? Honestly, too many toppings disguise a bad pizza. And Pepe's eating just straight up
point.
cheese is a great pie.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I do love this. This has a few toppings, but this is a great pie too. So really enjoy it.
Oh, no, you're right. Those peppers
Make you sweat a
make
little
us sweat a little bit.
Yeah,
but
it does.
In the
Love
wintertime, I'm into it.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
Frank, try it, babe. You got to try this, baby. Let's go.
right, I will.
Let's go.
There's something
boy.
to be said about trying it right out of the oven too.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, it's great to, if you're getting it delivered or picking it up, whatever you're
this,
getting.
huh?
Yeah, look at that. Nice
forget about
undercarriage. But having it right at the location, right out of the oven, nothing beats it.
Yes.
It really is the best way.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I got the water just in case it's too much. This Polish guy over here. All right, here we go.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a video as Frank does this, a live video on the podcast. Here we go. Is his face turning red yet? The sweat coming down?
Oh boy, just oh boy. Ooh, dogga.
The flavors are
She got
incredible.
some
Yes.
kick to that right there.
It does. It really does. Yes.
That's great.
And like I said, those are right from Italy, the chilies. Which,
Yeah, the freshness.
Yes.
I mean, that is the unbelievable part of,
Holy
any pie
cow.
that you come up with.
Sorry.
It's got some kick. Woo.
So good.
It was like the one chip challenge over here.
Right.
I mean, my nose is running.
Come on, Frank. But the more you eat the hot stuff, the bit you'll create a tolerance for
Yes.
it. Yeah.
I've never been a
Unreal.
hot stuff kind of guy. I'm traditional mozzarella. I love the New Haven plain with the pecorino on it.
Very good. Yes.
One of the pieces that I get when I come here is I get the New Haven plain, and a lot of people don't know this, but you guys, obviously I know you know this, but they don't know it. You guys have roasted chicken.
Oh,
So I put
Great
the roasted
combo.
chicken
Yes.
on the New Haven plain with the garlic.
Wow.
great
Nice.
combo. I'm big into that.
Yeah.
I'll go margarita with the roasted chicken,
Yep,
and
yep.
it is just, it's fantastic. It really is.
I had never had the New Haven plain before until I met Frank. And he said you have to try the New Haven plain with just the pecorino and the sauce. And Frank's way with the garlic,
Yes.
the roasted garlic,
Yes.
it's unreal.
No doubt. No doubt. It really is. It
Yeah, it's
really
one of my
is.
favorites.
I had to school Kevin a lot because him coming from Boston, not particularly the pizza capital. I shouldn't even say that. I might get in trouble. But yeah, he's learned a lot. I got to tell you, I give him a lot of credit.
Yeah, I was close enough. I went to college right outside of Boston, but my college roommate for all 4 years is from Connecticut. So
Okay.
I would come down here in the summertime, and we'd come to New Haven and get pizza. So I had it a couple times. It wasn't until I lived here that I really started to understand, what was
right.
going on
Yes,
with the
yes.
New Haven pizza.
And it's funny. It's like Boston, or you have a lot of New York, New Jersey people who come here, and
Yep.
they always are, no, this isn't, it's not worth the hype. Then I kind of remember who you are watching you, and I'll make sure to follow up. Hey, how'd you like it? And they always have this little smile on their face
Yeah.
where I know we nailed it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
yeah,
They can't help it.
yeah, exactly. So
And as the manager of specifically the Wooster Street location, we're recording this, but we had a couple of big snowstorms in the past couple months come through Connecticut, and including some snow today, the day we're recording. Is that something that comes into play because, the streets get so filled up with the snow, and when you're trying to make a decision about opening or closing and that type of thing, is it a challenge here in New Haven with the winter weather?
this is the first winter I really experienced where
Right.
in the 2.5 years I
'cause
was
we
here,
haven't had-
because it's been pretty mild, and now you're looking at the cars. It is a challenge, but you know what? People will find a spot. If they want Pepe's, they'll circle and circle and circle.
That's a great point.
They'll circle so much that the tires will make the snow melt, and then they'll get a parking spot. But
I know some people that park like down like Long Wharf, and they'll Uber to here.
Yeah, they do that. IKEA has that big lot.
Yeah.
And they could do that. So they'll,
And just people living down here,
Yeah.
walking over.
Yeah.
I feel like that there's a lot of foot traffic coming through New Haven too.
Right, no doubt. But yeah, Wooster Street, it is a little tough, even without snow, parking here. But like I said, if you're in the mood for Pepe's, you're coming to Pepe's.
You find a way.
You find a way, yes.
Especially in the snow. I feel like a snowstorm, one of the best things is kind of like walking around to different restaurants and bars and going to get, a nice pie in the snow is kind of awesome.
Right, no doubt. And we actually, this past Sunday when we got, the big snowstorm, I came in and it was, both restaurants, we had 41 tables. We were filled at 12:30. We had a line down the block, and that lasted until we closed. We closed early that day, 6 o'clock, and yeah, good thing we did. It got pretty nasty pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Make sure all the employees got home safely. So
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Pepe's
great.
is 4 seasons, baby. 4 seasons. Rain,
right.
snow, sleet, sunshine, doesn't matter.
That's it.
Frank, do you want to get to the game you prepared?
A little bit, yeah.
So Frank came up with you can.
I don't want to say a game, but it's more of like a
like
true
a
or
true or
false.
false, yeah.
Like we're going to try to stump you or something, although there's nothing here that's going to stump you.
Yeah, we're just kind of
who
driving
knows,
the
who
conversation. We made it an easy quiz.
True,
I feel
false,
like.
and I don't know. Maybe there'll be a maybe.
Yeah.
Let's
Plead the fifth.
plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Kevin, you go first. You
Okay,
start
I'll
with
go
your
first.
first
Here we go.
question.
Frank Pepe's original location, the spot where we are right now, right behind 157 Wooster Street. It's right behind it. Is that true?
We're in it.
We're in it.
We are in it. Right behind us. That's the original oven
Yes.
right there.
So if anyone hasn't seen it, when you're going into the main building, just look to the back of the parking lot, and it's right there.
At the time, when Frank opened it, there wasn't a parking lot there. It was a 3-family home, and it was just an alleyway to get back here.
Oh, wow.
And these were 2 separate buildings. So we're in the actual bakery where Frank Pepe started, and this was a separate building over there. That was a butcher, baker.
was a chicken coop,
no
right?
candlestick maker. We're not doing dad jokes today. But yeah, these were 2 separate buildings. So this was the actual alleyway, and you can see the windows over here. This, but they eventually, joined the buildings. But this is, if you look at all the old pictures, this is the oven. The only difference is you'll see the pictures here. It's a white face, white brick.
Oh, right.
However, the oven started collapsing, so they had to put a retaining wall. So you see the steel beam here. So if you look, where that bottle of water over it, over there.
Yep.
That's, you could see the original.
Yeah, you could see
oven
it
right behind there. But all the brick inside, that's the original from
Now,
1800.
I know you have 3 ovens here.
We do, yeah.
So when you get really busy, are you using the
Tree
spot
ovens,
oven
Kevin.
too?
Tree.
Yeah.
All 3, yes.
Yeah, you're firing
so
up all.
this is the second largest, so 11 by 11.
Yeah.
Then the main location has a 14-foot by 14-foot. So all the Pepes that we're opening throughout the state and country are modeled after the 14-foot by 14-foot. So we have that one, and then behind that, a 10-foot by 10-foot one. So they all serve a purpose. This one's for dine-in, for over the phone during the weekend, walk-ups. 10 by 10 is strictly online. The front is for strictly dine-in and some online. So yeah, they all serve a purpose. We got it down pat after 100 years,
So if somebody wanted to order a pizza from the spot oven, online orders are usually go through here?
No, it would go through the main location.
Oh, through the main location.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
see how much mileage we got from that one?
One question. Wow.
All right, number 2, 1920.
Oh, it's my turn.
Oh, I thought we were doing. Okay, we'll go back and forth. Go ahead.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth.
Love it.
All right, true or false? Frank Pepe was a bread baker before he started making and selling pizza.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
New Haven was a huge Italian enclave. A lot of street food, a lot of street bakers, a lot of people that baked out of their homes. And Frank Pepe was definitely one of the best.
And he was old reliable. There were stories. I mean, he lived right upstairs from the main location, and he would wake up middle of the night. People want pizza, and he would go
Come down and do it?
downstairs, and he would do it. Why
awesome.
not?
Yeah,
Why
right,
not?
yeah.
So hence the name Old Reliable. So Frank was great.
And that's how
love it.
pizza started in Connecticut. A lot of Italian bakers, obviously including Frank. And a lot of people don't know that, so I just try to.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was very
All right, Kevin, it's
special
your
man.
turn.
All right.
Go for it.
And 1927 was the first year Frank Pepe opened to sell pizza to the public.
True or false?
Ooh, I think that's false. I think it's 1925.
Good training, good training.
Yeah, so
I tried to slip you up on that.
Yeah,
but
I
hey.
mean, wow.
Nice.
I'm not a good test taker either. I'll tell you that. But
It's okay.
You got that one. That's great.
All right, here's my question. Back in the day, the only appetizer was shucked Rhode Island little neck clams. True or false?
I would say true. They served right at the bar over there.
Again, you're correct.
Yes, yes. And actually, for the 100-year celebration, we had, a lot of loyal Pepe fans saying, hey, bring them back for the 100 years. So, we thought about it, but it never materialized.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a lot of
but
work, too.
It is. It really is, yes.
If you've ever shucked an oyster or a clam, it's a skill.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
because I'm involved with the Oyster Festival in Milford, and I'm not an oyster shucker, but we have a whole team of shuckers, mother shuckers, and it's a skill. You got to have a skill to do it. But anyways,
Yeah.
Right.
All right, here we go. Frank Pepe was the originator of the fresh clam pie. Staying on the seafood
that
theme.
is true. That is true.
That is true.
And I want to say, I'm not sure of the year, 1960s, maybe.
know, Frank?
Do you know?
I heard late 40s, but I could
Late
be wrong.
40s, okay. Between 40 and 60.
When he first
Yeah,
when he first
I like
started
that
doing it.
answer.
Okay, yeah. So, it did originate here, and it's still to this day is very popular. A lot of people like it with bacon.
Ooh, I've never had
Little
that.
casino.
Yeah.
Little casino action.
Okay.
Including
Yeah.
one of our favorite guests who comes in, Paul Giamatti. Loves.
Oh, that's his
Paulie
go-to.
Yeah,
G.
he likes that. He does like the white clam with bacon. It
Nice.
adds another, element to it.
Yeah.
And people love it. So
I love that.
yeah. So and actually our servers always ask when they order white clam, oh, would you like it with bacon? And some people don't even realize, oh yeah.
Yeah, why
so
not?
yeah, it's added.
Yeah, so even if you've had the white clam pie before, next time you come, have it with bacon. That sounds incredible,
yeah.
actually.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Another thing people don't realize is that the original clam pie did not have mozzarella on it.
Correct.
So
Yes.
no mozzarella for traditional clam pie.
What was it, pecorino?
Just the
just
pecorino
just hard
romano.
cheese, yeah, pecorino.
And I think also that might have had to do with what I was told was refrigeration. Pecorino Romano is shelf stable, so
Yep.
you didn't need refrigeration. So
Makes
back in the
sense.
day, I don't think we had
Right.
that like we do. We don't have the walk-ins like we have right now and everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my other question. Frank Pepe's nephew, Sally Consiglio, used to work for Frank and then opened his own pizzeria down the street after roughly working for Frank for 5 years. True or false?
that is true. We
That's
love. Sally worked here in 1938, I believe they opened up Sally's, and it's great. Their family down there. Everybody asks us, hey, do you have anything bad to say? No, we're all family. We're Wooster Street family. We love them down there, and they love us, and it's great. It's
You guys send each other Christmas cards? Or?
we do not. No, we do
What did
not.
they say?
But-
Rising tides, all ships rise. Whatever that phrase
High
is.
tide
High
rises
tide
all
rises
ships.
all ships.
But
yeah.
we do see Ricky Consiglio, who is Sally's son, and I've been at different events with him, and I'll see him walking down here, and we'll just chit chat about life and pizza, and he's just a great guy, a really great guy.
Yeah,
so.
we've had him on our panel before at the Pizza
you
Fest,
have? Okay.
along with Pepe's too. And the fact that there's family members from Pepe's and the Sally's family still, as part of the pizzerias is really a testament to the longevity of these brands and these restaurants.
Right.
He's very soft-spoken, but very nice guy.
Yeah,
Very
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, all Frank Pepe locations are now franchised.
No.
False.
Boom!
No,
No,
we are not.
they're not franchised.
No. We are not franchised.
Right, you hear a lot.
With a big F. No.
Right, Frank gets very annoyed when people say that.
No.
My blood pressure goes up. I gotta be like Jackie Gleason. Oh
No.
I gotta get a little.
Can you give a little insight of like what goes in? So when you open a new location, you sort of train the staff, or there's a lot that goes into that.
Yes.
right?
Well, first of all, like Florida, when we opened that
Can
was.
I pause you for 1 second?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just to clarify, Pepe's is not franchised. Still family
Yes.
owned.
Family
We're not
owned,
looking
yep.
for all your exactly how it's all set up. But the bottom line is, it's not a franchise. Other people don't own it. It's Pepe's family. God bless.
Yes, that's it. So when we expand, it's very important that each location is just like New Haven.
Right.
The look, the feel, everything. How the pies come out. So when we moved to Florida, the first question was, hey, does anybody want to relocate to Florida? So we got a few staff from up here who wanted to make a difference.
That's a good idea.
Or a
Good
change,
move.
I should say. And they went down there. So
Nice.
you had some experienced cooks down there. Those are the toughest to get the
Yeah.
experienced cooks. I mean,
Right.
being a cook here is like no other pizza place. We'd rather have you have no experience than have, I used to work at such and such place, because you bring in
Bad
bad
habits.
habits.
From
Bad
that.
habits.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad
So you want,
habits.
yes. So
I almost want somebody who's never done it.
never done it, because they would be like,
throw
oh
them away.
yeah, we did it like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's totally different. So when we expanded to Florida, Maryland, Virginia, we did get some people who had experience, went down there, helped train the staff. We have our corporate office has great people who work there and train new staff, and we make sure that they got it down pat before before we give it to basically open. And it's like, you don't want to, as they say, give a Ferrari to a teenager. You don't want to do that.
that's a good point.
You just want to make sure everything's good, everything's coming out great, the pizza's coming out great, it looks great, and you want people to say, hey, this is New Haven.
Yeah.
And yeah, we try our best, and I think we're doing pretty well. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we have 17 locations now, and soon to be 18. Westport is opening up in the summer.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
And I've been to the other Connecticut locations. I've yet to get to the Florida one, but just going to the ones here in Connecticut, you can just tell that you've put that work in to make sure that it's replicated.
No doubt.
In these different
doubt.
locations.
Yes, and that's a reflection on our staff. Our staff is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, here, every location, the one thing, we're all passionate. We have to be passionate to work here. If you're not
You can
passionate,
tell just talking to you.
yeah, if you're not
Energy.
passionate, forget about it.
Yeah, you're not gonna last.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, my employees here. One of my servers has been here 46 years. Wow. I have there are 5 staff members who have been here 25 plus years, and it's just it's loyalty. The one who's 46 years, I remind him that I was only 5 years old when he started working here, make him feel a little old. So yeah.
That's great.
One point I want to make, and you brought it up just a couple of minutes ago, is you guys do the best as possible. Now, the best as possible is not perfection. Another thing that absolutely drives me crazy, off the wall, rails, hair on the back of my neck, is you guys set out to have every pie be a perfect pie.
Yes.
But people don't understand that these are handmade. They're like, they're a painting.
It's like artwork.
And they're never going to be exactly 100% the same.
Right.
They might not be exactly round. They might not be this. You might miss a pepperoni in the corner.
Right.
But you got these Inspector Gadgets out there that, geez, I wish there was more pepperoni on that. And,
Yeah.
they're a little bit cheap on the cheese. But it's like, you got it. It's the whole experience.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want people to really get a good idea about, is that, yes, every pizza that comes out of that oven, you guys want perfect. But the reality of it is
we're human.
Bingo.
and we, everybody's a critic, and
Yes.
and we try. I mean, my staff, especially summertime, it's 95 degrees, 100 degrees out. They're standing by a 600-degree oven. I mean, they're human. Like I said, we're gonna make it as perfect as we can. And you know what? Do we have to remake it from time to time? Yeah, sure, but that's okay if there's a little hole. But we're gonna make sure you get your money's worth, and you're gonna get a Pepe's pie that we've been making for 100 plus years. So
101, baby.
101.
That's right.
Let's go. Yes.
Kevin, you got a last question, or is it my last
I
question?
think you have. I have
Okay.
one more, but I think you do too.
All right, here we go. So, Frank and his wife, Philomena, were very proud, humble, and hardworking people. They never boasted or bragged about how good their pizza was. True or false?
I say true.
100%.
Yes.
And I love that because if you have something really good, if you make something really good, if you have a good staff, you're going to have a good product.
Right.
No need to go out there, boast and brag and all the other stuff that's going on, which really bothers the crapola out of me. But you guys are obviously top tier.
Yes. Yes.
So I kind of made that question up because it's something that I think gets lost. Those two people, the originators of this place, were heart and soul.
Yes.
And that's the thing.
They were.
That's it. I'm gonna start.
All right, we're going to cap off with this one. All Frank Pepe locations use the same dough, sauce, and toppings for every location.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
true,
do.
right?
And you know what? It's the toppings, everything, the flour, the sauce, and you know what? How authentic it is. We even ship down Fox and Park soda.
baby, yeah.
Florida?
They got it down in Florida. Why
love
not?
that.
I'm going to spare you the water because that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. So we everything is, like I said, it's authentic. Whenever we open a new location, it has to be like it is in New Haven. So
Those fresh ingredients. Imported from Italy, like the tomato. Oh, those peppers.
it's great. That's a big thing. The fresh ingredients is huge here. One of the, my wife, we go out for dinner. Sometimes she gets like heartburn and all that. And she's like, with Pepe's, she could eat Pepe's. Never any heartburn. And it's just because we use the fresh ingredients. She went to Europe a few years ago, and she's like, 9 days, all the ingredients, all fresh. Never heartburn or anything. And same thing with Pepe's. I mean, it's she could eat it, and being fresh ingredients and no preservatives, it's awesome. It really is. So
it's unbelievable.
And on top of the fresh ingredients, one thing that doesn't get talked about as much, and it should, is the people.
Yes.
The people making the pizza, the people assembling the pizza, the people baking the pizza, the people that are bringing the pizza to the table.
Yeah.
You know, I've been here a lot. You know, I don't know how many times I've been here, but probably in 40 years, 100. And I don't think I've ever run into a bad waiter, a bad staff person, even though I've seen sometimes where people are giving them a hard time. You know, and so that's the ingredient that doesn't show up.
Correct.
You know, yes, you guys use all fresh stuff, but the people are the big thing.
Without a doubt.
And as the manager, you know, that kind of comes under your umbrella. Right?
It does, yeah.
With the staff and the people and having good people in place.
I used to own an Italian ice place, and
Ooh, I didn't know
Rita's Italian ice. I used to,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But we had a superior product. I thought it was fantastic, and I always told the staff the product sells itself. It's the service that keeps them coming back for more.
True.
So same thing here. Pepe's 101 years. This product sells itself.
Yeah.
Personally, if I went to a place, had a great meal, but the service was awful,
Yeah, it ruins
I'll
it.
never come back.
Right.
Same thing here. Well, maybe Pepe. I'll make an exception. It's because it's not good. But anyways, our pizza sells itself.
Yeah.
And
So you got a list. You got a list you won't go on.
Yeah.
You gonna share some of the list?
No, get out of here. Get me in trouble.
I know. I'm just trying to egg you on a little bit.
Before we wrap up, because I know that you would know better than anybody, if someone's coming here for the first time or even repeat customers, what sort of advice would you give them? Like days of the week to come, or just any like
Times.
times, things like that.
Pies
I mean,
to
they're
get.
gonna wait in line, obviously, but like,
Right.
Is there any kind of insight as a manager?
I would say if you come here, a lot of people, we want to try this, try that. We have a great item on the menu, the sampler. You could get 3, 4, or 5 smalls.
Really?
And you could just pick
I
all
never knew
different
that.
ones. Yeah. We it's 3 for 45, 5 for 60,
Boom.
or 4 for 60, 5 for 75. Do that. One wants white clam, get white clam. One cheese, one wants this.
You can all share.
Do that. I would recommend that all day.
That's a great tip.
But coming here, I would say busiest days are obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday. During the summer, every day is busy.
Yep.
But during the nowadays, during the winter time, Monday, Tuesday, it's a little slower.
Yeah.
Snow days a little
Right.
slower. But the whole experience, I thought, it was waiting in line.
Yeah, that's-
coming to Pepe's.
So I think the same thing.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you-
think that's a great experience
because
right
you
there.
meet people, especially if it's your
Yes.
first time. But even
Yes.
if you've been before, or if maybe you've been to another location and you've never been to the Wooster Street location,
Right.
Getting to talk to people online, hearing their stories,
It's
where
great.
they came from, that's part of the whole experience.
It really is. And a lot of times you'll see the line wrapped around the building and people, they get intimidated. I'm like, guys, it moves quickly.
Yeah,
when we have
right.
both buildings open, 41 tables, we're flipping them. So, I mean, if you wait more than 40, 45 minutes and you're around the build, that's long.
Yeah.
But it's never more than an hour unless
Right.
you have like a party of like 15. Oh, can we sit together? Yeah, and we
that
might
gets
have
tough.
to. But
Yeah.
no, we're banging it out. We have great busters. Management helps. Everybody chips in to keep the line going.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
And this
So-
guy, Jeff Marini.
That's right. We try keeping it young.
I want to answer that question from a consumer standpoint.
What's that?
So in my experience of coming here for a long time, I always tell my family before 4. Generally, not counting the weekends, before 4, whenever it rains or snows. Those are the 3 things.
The times,
Right.
Yeah, right when we open is a great time.
That
11
too.
a.m. You could do that.
But most people
but
work.
good point.
Take the day off. Yeah.
But that mid-afternoon, right between lunch and dinner, you might get a little lull. But
Anytime's a great time.
But like I said, the line is part of the experience. So
But after you've had the experience,
it's 20 below zero. Yeah, you really don't.
trying to
You
get your
really don't
pizza.
want to. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jeff,
good.
thank you so much, man.
This is great. Yes,
we
thank
always
you.
love coming here, and we love doing episodes here, and it's great to meet you and have you on the
Yes.
episode on the show for the first time. It was awesome hearing your story.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. It was fun.
All right, Jeff Marini, manager here at the Wooster Street location of Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napolitan. And remember, it's not burnt.
it's charred, baby.
New Haven style pizza. Come and take a seat. A beats, it's time